Hello everyone, this is Randy here. Another episode of Farming Simulator 15. And we are playing on the Coldborough Park Farm map. Playing on the RDAllen multiplayer server here. Just myself on at the moment, so hardly multiplayer, but doing a little planting out here on field 6. We're planting wheat. At least I'm hoping this is wheat. I'm planting wheat at the moment anyway, let's put it that way. Looks like the first outside piece grew already, so that is one thing that'd be nice to see changed in Farming Sim, if they could somehow improve the field growth mechanics. You know, where you got part of the field that grows and the rest of it obviously, hasn't grown yet. Now it doesn't help, obviously the time is on 5x here. I'm sure that makes a big difference, but still, nice to see that somehow fixed, because even in doing 1x time, the field can obviously still do that. Not entirely sure how Farming Sim would change that, but it would be kind of nice to see that actually changed. Especially when you're, still planting it yet. We'll probably do another headland or two here, then maybe we'll start going up and down the field. And I don't know if you guys actually on YouTube can actually see that or not, but it is kind of difficult to see where I have and haven't planted going this direction. Not so bad going up and down the field that way, because the lines are changing, but here I'm actually kind of following the lines that were previously planted, so it makes it a little difficult to see. And yep, still looking for another map yet. I haven't fully decided yet. Did have several people suggest doing the newbie farm with the soil mod, so that will probably be the map we're going to do. Not going to say definitively at this point that is the map we're going to do, but that kind of looks like the map of choice. Trying to pay attention to where I'm going here too a little bit. Really got to pay attention when you're really close to the edge there. If you're leaving a nice wide space, then it's not so bad. Yeah, if you're not overlapping much, you really gotta watch it. And one mod I was thinking about adding if we do the newbie farm with the soil mod, I think one mod that actually might be really beneficial for that, it's actually the John Deere Ripper, disc ripper, that I'm currently using on my Idaho map. I think that'd actually be quite beneficial on the newbie farm there with the soil mod, because it is a combination plow cultivator. And for the folks that have played the soil mod, I believe the plow is kind of the recommended, not required, but I think it helps. If I remember correctly, I think it's the weeds. It helps reduce the amount of weeds you have. And yeah, for those who have not seen the newbie farm yet, I know Ian Robinson is doing I believe he's doing a Let's Play on it. I've done a couple episodes now anyway on it with the soil mod. So for those of you interested in that, want to see what that map is like, check out his videos on it. And like I said before, I think it'd be a good multiplayer challenge, because obviously this map was not challenging enough for you guys. We advanced quite quickly on this map. And I mean quite quickly, I thought anyway. And the map is on hard. Coldborough Park was on hard here anyway. Probably do the same thing with the next one too. We'll probably put that map on hard. Takes a little bit longer to advance that way. Especially when you have multiple people playing. And some would probably work pretty good multiplayer too, I would think. Definitely requires a little more field work to be done. Spraying both fertilizer and weeds. I guess you could pretty much say herbicide. And yeah, for the weeds. And yeah, actually so far I've not been using the GPS mod much on this map. I've used it every now and then, but not a whole lot actually. You guys can see I'm not using it now either. Just because of the shape of them fields and such. For a while there I was considering removing it, but at this time I have just left it on. And I'll probably do the same thing with the next one as well. Newbie Farm I believe is mostly square fields. So definitely a GPS mod there would be beneficial. A silly tree out in the middle of the field here. Not sure if you can cut that tree down or not. Doesn't really look like a tree that can be cut down, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried yet. And probably won't either. Multiplayer for the wood in Farming Sim 15 just doesn't work that good. Tends to be really buggy and laggy and tends to crash the servers. So yeah, like I said, hopefully Farming Sim will eventually get that fixed at some point. Somehow figure out how to make it less laggy and a little less hard on the server. Okay, there's that annoying little tree taken care of, hopefully. And we actually just about got this field planted. Doesn't take too long to plant the field with this planter here. Of course, the fields on Coldborough Parks here aren't the biggest, but still doesn't take that long to plant these fields. Definitely starting to see farmers in my area starting to work the fields. Not a whole lot of action going on yet. Just a couple farmers here and there starting to get ready to work the fields. It's been really wet the last couple of weeks. This week has been dry so far, so the fields are starting to dry out. Farmers are starting to get out into them. I did see one farmer that had his field planted already. Not sure what he planted on it. I didn't look that close. Kind of looked like corn, but yeah, like I said, didn't look that close. So, or it could have been soybeans as well. Looked like it was planted in a row crop fashion. So, okay, that's that field planted. That did not take long at all. I thought this would probably take like the whole episode to plant that field. Yes, we'll park that tractor there. Let's just check how much manure we have here a moment. 35,000. Interesting. 8,000 and 3,000. Okay. I think we can take a load of manure then and put that on a field somewheres. Double check, see if we got a tractor down here we can use. Oh, yes, we do. That'll work. Well, it is hooked up to something, but we can steal it if we have to. I guess there might be another one sitting around here somewhere, too. And looks like the barns can be cleaned out, too. It is a pretty good pile of manure sitting there. Let's work on that. We're going to need a tractor and a bucket. We got a tractor. And the manure spreader's in there. Okay. Nope, let's leave that attached. Let's detach the tedder on the back. And grab the bucket here. Actually, is the front loader down here? Where's that front loader at? That would definitely make this a lot easier. I wonder if that's under tractors. Oh, it is. It is over there. With no bucket. How nice. Oh, there's the bucket. Okay. Yeah, someone left it up there, I guess. You know what? We'll just use the Steyr then, I guess. Shouldn't take too long to do this, I don't think. No famous last words there. I think this is the telehandler forks here. Just looking at the way they attach anyway. Okay, there we go. And let's start emptying out the manure in here. Hopefully this will lift high enough. Oh yeah, easy lifts high enough. I think I used the New Holland to do this the last time I did it. Actually, now I'm curious. Does the manure number count to the manure that's in the shed here or that's in the pit? Let's see, manure. There's only 31,000 in there now. That's interesting. So I would have to assume the manure number then is actually the manure that's in the shed here. And not the manure... Oh, just about tipped the tractor over there. Because there's a manure pit on the other side of the barn here. Take a quick look a minute and see if there's actually anything in that pit, because I'm kind of curious what manure number's getting reported here. There is nothing in that one. Okay. Good to know. So I'm guessing then if you don't clean out the shed here, you probably lose whatever manure you have. Looks like it probably goes up to 35,000 and that's it. I think the manure is a little heavy on the front of this tractor here. Now looks like we're about half full on the manure trailer already. Which I believe holds like 32,000 if I remember correctly, something like that. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I used the New Holland for this last time. New Holland's definitely a lot heavier apparently, because I don't have that much trouble with the back end flying all over the place. The fill point for this, by the way, is like right outside the gates there, so you don't actually have to drive in there. Okay, is this thing full yet? One thing I'll have to say, manure in Farming Sim 15 does not last long at all. That I'm not sure if that gets changed with the soil mod or not, but I know the soil mod in the past always required manure, and the way the way Farming Sim 15 goes through it, definitely never going to be enough manure to go around for all the fields. I don't think the problem is really the rate at which Farming Sim 15 puts manure on the fields. That's probably pretty accurate. Folks that have ever seen a farmer put manure on the field, they put it on heavy. As in, the fields is covered with it, typically. I think the problem here is more the production of manure is not even close to being enough. Forget how many cows we have. We have 50 cows. Not, obviously not a lot of cows, but still, it's a fair number. Definitely produce a fair amount of manure. Okay, we can still put more manure in it yet. Gotta be getting close to being full here. Yeah, it's kind of hard to steer when your back end of your tractor's hanging up. Oh, I think we're full. Yep. That's all it'll hold. Out of curiosity, can I just dump this back in here? Well, I could dump it back in, but the question is, does it actually go in? I have no idea. Oh, there's 3,000 left. Grab a larger tractor here then. Nope, not either of those. Oh, that was the one, yep. We'll borrow this tractor and bring that manure somewhere. Actually, I think we want to stay back. I'm not sure which way this gate opens here, but if it opens the wrong way, our tractor will go flying. Okay, what are we stuck on here? Oh, it must be just on the inside of the building there, I guess. Yeah, kind of tight with that tree that's in the middle of the farmyard there. Makes it a little bit harder to get around in this cow area. Well, and the sheep are here too, I guess, technically. And I guess we should figure out what field I'm going to bring this to. Like I can bring it to any of the ones over here that are currently empty, I'm guessing. And I'll read a couple comments here in a moment. Eric was saying spraying in FS13 is 10 to 16 miles an hour. That's what I thought. Spraying in Farming Sim 13 was 2013 was much quicker. Farming Sim 15 seems to be limited to 7 miles per hour for some reason. This tractor appears to be having some trouble hauling this manure spreader. This thing must be heavy or something. Prior to that, we got something wrong somewhere. I don't think so. And Eric also said there was no multiplayer on the consoles, PlayStation, Xbox 360, and 2013 either. Hey, there's a cultivator there. Now, if I remember correctly, it does have a fairly good width on this thing, if I recall. We're just going to go through it, like, really, really quickly. Eric also said, he left a couple of comments here. The disc ripper saves you passes in the soil mod, and he also said that disc ripper, the angle on the disc is like that in real life. I know I mentioned that the John Deere, that's the 2720, I believe is the numbers on that. The angle of the disc seems a little bit extreme to me, but according to him, that's the way they are in real life. I've never seen one in real life, so I'm not exactly sure what the angles look like. Hey, you can see we pretty much burned through half of the manure already. And small field, we haven't even made it all the way around this field yet. In fact, we probably won't even make it all the way around. We'll probably run out before that happens. Don't own this field. That's kind of annoying. What is it, 20? Gotta be 20 is the problem. Well, I could solve that problem right now. That's weird how we don't own the field, and the fact that it has been planted before. Let's see, where's the buy icon? Gotta be around here somewhere, I'm guessing. Ah, down here I'm thinking. No, maybe not. That might be 19. Okay, it's gotta be a... Ah, there it is. Oh, I must have walked right past it, I think. Okay, bought and solved, hopefully. That's probably why that part is not cultivated there. I was wondering why that part wasn't cultivated. I'm like, that's kind of weird. That would probably be why. Eric also said the ripper there, consider it as ripping or plowing, because ripping is modern day plowing. I think I kind of mentioned that a little bit. Typically where I live it's called chisel plowing. Basically the same type of thing. Yeah, it's pretty uncommon to see a burl plow, can't even pronounce that name at the moment, get used in my area, and by that I mean these type of plows. Pretty much never see them get used anymore. Every now and then, like sod or something, you'll see a farmer using it. Other than that, you typically don't see those get used anymore. It's all chisel plows. And one last comment here. Eric was also saying, pretty much all comments from Eric here, I guess, this episode. He was also saying that John Deere 9630 is John Deere's biggest tractor. It's actually the 9560 is John Deere's biggest tractor. Currently, I believe. Either that, it's the 9620. I'm not sure if the 9620 is out yet or not, though. If the 9620 is out, then I believe the 9620 is. Someone could probably correct me if I'm wrong on that, but yes, as of the time I'm recording, as far as I know, the 9560 is John Deere's largest tractor. As far as horsepower goes, anyway, the 9630 is the older version of it. The newest one is the 9560, and then even the newest, so like I said, I'm not sure if it's out yet, is the 9620. 9630 has 530 horsepower. The 9560 has 560 horsepower. And the 9620, you guys could probably guess what that one has. It's got 620 horsepower. So, anyway, I think that's time to wrap this episode up, folks. Probably the next episode on the multiplayer will probably be on the next map. We'll have to see once here. I'll have to have time to change the map and stuff over on the server. So, yeah, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.